Well, they're pretty hard on classes.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm stuck right now. So I'm like, I'm going for a flag right now. Like going. Yeah. It's not. So I want to say, yeah, I'm very long lips today. I don't know.
That's great, all right.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Oh my God, yeah. It's like, I hate to say that. But, yeah, it's like.
Howdy.
I was like.
Howdy.
Howdy, Senate.
Howdy.
There we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome back, and I hope you all had a great fall break. Today is exciting. We are starting in our operations committee, and we're doing our caucus leader elections. If you have not met our ops people, there's these three in the back. They're all freshmen, and they're really excited to be part of Senate. So we're really excited to have them. So please meet them to have them already. With that, we're now going to move to their opening roll call led by Pro Tem Tucker. Please say howdy when I call your name. SVP Mallory.
Howdy.
Chief Justice Rayfield.
Howdy.
Speaker Decino. Howdy. Pro Tem Tucker. Chair Horton. Chair Wright. Chair Kim. Chair Williams.
Howdy.
Chair Chu.
Howdy.
Chair Portel.
Howdy.
Chair Hurd.
Howdy.
Chair Teets.
Howdy.
Senator Vaughn. Howdy. Senator Iñárritu. Senator Owens.
Howdy.
Senator Smith.
Howdy.
Senator Allen. Howdy. Senator Jackson. Howdy. Senator Royal. Senator Attaway. Howdy. Senator Beasley.
Howdy.
Senator Richards.
Howdy.
Senator Schmidt. Senator Austin Williams. Senator Yost. Senator Collins. Senator Chesler. Senator Blanco. Senator Landons. Howdy. Senator Smith.
Howdy.
Senator Westlake. Howdy. Senator Ben Williams. Senator Long.
Howdy.
Senator Grimm.
Howdy.
Senator Alvarez. Senator Burnside. Senator Claire Hughes. Howdy. Senator Coxon. Senator Willis. Senator Von Wupperfeld. Senator Batten. Howdy. Senator Abnett.
Howdy.
Senator Barber. Senator Becker. Senator Brown.
Howdy.
Senator Clark.
Howdy.
Senator Queener. Senator Flores. Senator Garcia. Howdy. Senator Glazer. Senator Glover. Senator Hall. Senator Hicks. Senator Honey. Senator Kaiser. Senator Murray. Howdy. Senator Fezzik.
Howdy.
Senator Pogue. Howdy. Senator Sanders. Senator Hargrove.
Howdy.
Senator Maynard. Senator Roberts. Senator Nathan Williams. Senator Busoni.
Howdy.
Senator Bradley.
Howdy.
Senator Cho. Senator Dow.
Howdy.
Senator Medvedev. Senator Shup.
Howdy.
Senator Wells.
Howdy.
Senator Wu.
Howdy.
Senator Sanchez. Senator Sloan. Senator Steele.
Howdy.
Senator Sykes. Senator Vanderheiden. Senator Wilkins. Senator Schwarzer. Senator Knopf.
Howdy.
Senator Lambert.
Howdy.
All right, with that, we will now move into the invocation and pledges of allegiance led by Ella Moore on behalf of Chi Omega.
Okay, hi guys, I'm Ella. I'm a senior communications major, minoring in education at A&M, and I get to serve as chaplain of my sorority, which is so fun. And I'm super honored to lead the prayer for today. So would you please bow your heads with me? Dear Lord, thank you for who you are and that you are sovereign and intentional. You knew each and every person would be at this meeting today for a specific purpose. And maybe that purpose is so that they can hear the best news in the world. And the best news in the world is that you sent your son Jesus from heaven to earth on our behalf to pay the penalty of our sin and die the death that we deserve. So that if we believe in what you did for us, if we believe that you loved us so much, that you willingly died for us, we get to have a personal relationship with you on this side of heaven. Thank you, Lord. And would this news create an eagerness or curiosity in someone today? And God, we also thank you for the opportunity for this many people to be gathered together on a college campus. And I just pray for the conversations tonight that they would be uplifting and unifying. And I also pray that we would talk to someone new here today because we never know what's going on in someone's life and how we can encourage them. But Lord, we love you in your name. Amen. Is that all? This is the pledge of allegiance. I don't know how it starts. This is super awkward for me. How does it start? Thank you.
Flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On the respective flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
With that, we think time. With that, I will now move into a period of open forum. Pro Tem Tucker, do we have any open forum? Oh, no, I lied. We can now go into our mission statement at the honor code led by our longest serving senator, Chair Pertel.
The Texas A&M University Student Senate represents all students in order to enhance the Texas A&M experience within our university and communities through research, legislation, and advocacy in accordance with the core values of our institution. NAGI does not lie, cheat, or steal, but tolerate those who do.
All right, Pro Tem Tucker, now do you have any open forum?
He's actually already here.
I have Dr. Pibler. Yay. Okay, you will be open for a 2-minute period of presentation followed by 2 minutes of questions. Whenever you are.
Very good. Howdy.
Howdy.
Last time I was in a student senate meeting at Texas A&M was about 22 years ago. Some of you weren't even born then yet, right? So I'm not really that old, but anyway, I'm pleased to be here with you tonight. Pleased to be back at Texas A&M. I'm now in my 10th week on the job. I started on August the 1st. I've already had 3 bosses in that amount of time. There's one thing that's constant at Texas A&M is change. But I am delighted to be here. I congratulate all of you for what you do, for the fact that you're willing to stand up and serve in leadership roles and provide your insight, your guidance, your wisdom on various questions that I was will wrestle with this year. And so mainly I wanted to say how much I and the staff in the Division of Student Affairs appreciate what you do, that you give your time in service to this institution and service to its governance, for which students are extremely important. One of the things we advocate for in the Division of Student Affairs is try to assure that the student voice is represented in all the important places. Carter's back here. He runs around and sits on various boards and committees and task forces and other things representing student voices, and some of the rest of you do the same. And we're very appreciative of that. As I transition into this new role, I'm doing a lot of things to relearn about Texas A&M because I was gone from here for 21 years, but now back. I worked here for 24 years before I left, and so that's important. I'm doing a lot of conversations with the departments and individual staff and all that.
I see Chair Hurd.
Chair Hurd, our motion to extend time by 3 minutes.
Up already?
Yep, but okay, we're gonna vote on it. Okay, seeing that a motion has been made, it is undebatable and amendable as done and will require a majority vote. We'll do this via general consent. Do I see any objection to the extension of the presentation? Seeing none, this motion does pass. Okay, good.
That 2 minutes went fast. But I will wrap up pretty quickly. One of the priorities I have is engaging with students and making sure, not just through things we do in our division where we do surveys, we do various things, but meeting individually. So I've actually restarted some things that used to be some old practices we had here long ago. I do every other week have a student leader dinner on Thursday evenings where a lot of the prominent student leaders across the campus gather, and I get to provide updates, they provide me updates. We all keep up to speed on what's going on campus. I've also started a freshman luncheon, also every 2 weeks, where I go with a small number of brand new freshman students, take them to lunch and have an opportunity to have a conversation with them about what their experience is like, what's going on, what's working for them, what's not. I'll continue to do that throughout the year, just as we build student leader dinners. And we'll be adding more opportunities like that through the year where I have the chance to engage with students face to face rather than just in large groups like this, which is awesome, but there's much more to be gathered sometimes by small individual groups of students doing that. Trying to keep my finger on the pulse of what students are thinking about, what their issues, concerns, or whatever are. With that, I will wrap up. Am I supposed to ask for questions?
Yep, you're now open for questions. So we have a 2-minute period of questions. I see Chair Hurd.
Chair, hello. I guess my big question is, how can we reassure students on the administrative level that things are okay, specifically after the uncertainty that's.
I understand. I'll say this first, I don't mean to sound offensive or whatever. Texas A&M University is bigger than any single person. President Welch was extraordinary. He's the one that hired me, gave me the opportunity to come back here. I have great respect for him. We can't do anything about the fact that things went sour. The board asked him to leave. And then we had an acting president for a couple of weeks. Now we have an interim president. Mr. Williams is a fine individual. He's very smart. He's not been a president of a university before. He's on a learning curve. But he's very committed, as we are. I try to ensure all of my staff this very same day that we got the word that President Welch was departing. That, that's not a good thing, but it's not a bad thing for Texas A&M University in general, because we just keep moving forward. There's many exciting initiatives, programs, activities, things that students are leading, things that others are leading, exciting plans in the future, not the least of which is next year we celebrate the 150th anniversary of this institution. And all of that continues to move forward. Not slow down on any of that, all the inertia that was already in place, much of it led by President Welch, but a huge team of people, of which I'm blessed to be a part of that group, are continuing to move forward in the same ways. We're counting on the fact that I hope we hire well a new permanent president. Carter is your student representative on that search committee, so there'll be a student voice. That is often not true, especially at these high-level executive search committees, that a student voice is on the table as a vote. But we'll have that in this case. And so our goal is, especially when it might come time to interview folks or whatever, you should all be present.
Madam Speaker, I have a motion.
State your motion.
Chair Choose Student Services, I move to extend the question answer period by 2 minutes.
Second.
Seeing that a motion has been made and seconded, is undebatable and amendable as to time and will require a majority vote. We will attempt to do this via general consent. Do I see any objection to the motion? Seeing none, this motion does pass.
Clearly, I don't talk fast enough. Did that answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Chair Patel.
Chairman Patel, Constituency Affairs, thank you so much for your presentation. What would you say is the biggest problem facing Texas A&M students today?
Well, the biggest challenge, I think, I don't classify it as a problem, I classify it more as an opportunity. This institution has grown a lot over the last 20 years. I was gone for a little over 20 years, the university doubled in size. What we've fallen behind in terms of some of the infrastructure and our ability to make sure we deliver on the same high quality program and student experience that we have. This is the best student experience in the country. There's no debating that. But I also know if you don't continue to pay attention to it, if you don't keep up with the growth and all that, we could lose some of the high quality of the student experience. So that's, I think, our greatest opportunity going forward. And that's what I consider it, not a problem. It's an opportunity to make sure from an infrastructure standpoint, staffing, programs, things that we do that help kind of care and feed this high quality student experience, we can't fall behind. So we got of opportunities over the next, especially 5 years. That's this window that President Welch laid out where he's gonna flatten the incoming freshman enrollment so we don't grow so rapidly while we try to catch up with infrastructure and I include programs and things we do staffing wise or whatever. That's all focused on the quality of our student experience. So that's the biggest thing standing in front of us.
Thanks.
You bet.
I see Senator Collins.
Senator Collins, Army School of Business. First off, thank you for being here tonight. Question for you, how is this university making sure that the students not only heard, but their voices implemented? You mentioned student leader dinners and freshman lunches that you're doing. I think that's great. But a lot of the students felt like they lost their voice with the President Walsh situation. So how can you reassure that this university is listening to the students, but then also
Madam Still grab a motion.
Same motion.
Chairman Patel, constituency affairs, I move to the period question and answer by minutes.
Seeing that a motion has been made and seconded, it is undebatable and amendable as to time and will require a majority vote. We will attempt to this via general consent. Do I see any objection to the motion? Seeing none, this motion does pass.
yeah, did you hear the question?
I got it. Students have not lost their voice here. Did we lose a president who was very student focused? Yes, we did. Do we have a president right now who's also student focused? Now, he's still learning his way. Matter of fact, he will appear tomorrow in this room at a large group of student leaders in order for him to introduce himself and talk a little bit about what he stands for and get to know him a little bit. I'll be here as well. He's seeking every opportunity. He's asking me for advice every time I visit. But where can be the next opportunity for me to visit with students? I outlined some for him last week. He came to Silver Taps. He came to the Rev Memorial. He wanted to come to the student leader dinner on Thursday night, but the system called him to another opportunity. So he's going to continue to try to do that and listen to that student voice. And our folks in student affairs, we're always on the lookout to try to be sure where important committees and meetings and things are taking place, that there's a student voice represented. You know, Carter can't do them all. He does a lot of them, but we have lots of other opportunities. And we're looking for those all the time. So don't assume that because we did lose a very student-focused president, he was awesome in that regard, that students have lost their voice. Not at all. One of the reasons I sit on the cabinet is to make sure that what the students are thinking about, knowing, feeling, whatever, is represented every day, not only to the president, but all the other vice presidents, others that are represented on the. So we're working hard to make sure that the student voice is never diminished here at UW.
Do I see any other questions? Okay, seeing none, we thank him for his time.
Thank you.
All right, with that. One second. President Tucker, do we have anyone else for open forum? We do not. Perfect. With that, we will now move into the approval of the October 1st, 2025 meeting minutes. Do I see any objection to the minutes? Seeing none, these minutes do pass. With that, we will now move into the swearing in of our operations committee. Could all of you come to the floor? They will now be sworn in by the Associate Justice.
I, your name, do solemnly swear
Solemnly swear
to faithfully execute to the best of my ability. Faithfully execute to the best of my ability. The duties of the office of, state your office. The duties of the office of the operations student. For the Texas A&M University Student Government Association. For the Texas A&M University Student Government Association. To uphold the honor of the same. To uphold the honor of the same. At all times to protect the welfare of the student body. At all times to protect the welfare of the student body. At all times to protect the welfare of the student body. And to promote good relations between the students. And to promote good relations between and those concerned with the university. And those concerned with the university. So help me God.
So help me God. That, now we've been to closet selections. So what this is gonna look like is we're all going to leave this room and you will go into your caucus groups and you're going to elect a caucus leader. I'm gonna explain a little bit more. If you are interested, you'll state your intent to run, and then each senator will be granted 2 minutes to speak. You will then be elected by a simple majority. You'll do a ranked vote. Wait to vote until Pro Tem Tucker comes to your caucus. Just sit there awkward for talk. And hang out until Pro Tem Tucker comes and counts the votes. And then in the event of a tie, the caucus leader will be elected before the next Senate meeting by the majority of IA. So, does anyone have any questions on what that looks like? Okay, perfect. I will now call a 15-minute recess.
Yeah, no, all of them.
Where are we going? I was like, I'm not saying you can get it out right. This feels like the road that I'm using. Yeah. So that's my question. Oh, I need my.
Oh, I don't think it needs to be.
Oh,
I think you.
I'll like that's the thing. I'll ask her. I'm
Well, are you going to?
Oh, no. Be out of class and saying, keeps a minute to go to the class.
And I looked in one caucus and it's on the.
I do the.
No, that's the other.
Oh, STS, okay, but typically I can't tell if it's like the same policy.
Yeah, we were outside.
I'm also on whatever was there. My buddies.
You write letters.
And that's what I
I met him there. You put that in with you.
Oh, yeah, no, I met him at, all this. And, got to talk to him because he was last year. He wasn't even like,
One semester left, I decided to do the work. Just suddenly,
no, Ethan's like, oh, Ethan's almost, dude. He didn't ever pretty like.
This might be the first thing we ever made. When that one makes a two selection,
Yeah.
you're going to go to Wilson in January. I think like the first whole match. Yeah. Always looks good. I for everybody.
Best tactics. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's 6 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's like the, like 6. I thought you were talking about like reading things or something. I would just never see it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's.
Wait, Harvard running it? I thought I didn't know yet.
You like my now?
So that's real nice. Always for a training. You were there for
Yeah, it's like the lowest level. So I was there like 6 months in, I began to train. And then after that, it's like.
I see some of them.
I mean, it brought me a lot of stress, man, just dealing with hunters like, you know, an hour. It was Chick-fil-A, it's down by.
Oh, yeah, that's what like early was now. Crazy.
That was crazy.
I feel like I paid it.
I didn't feel that area, it's in the south of the city. I'm in Galveston. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, there was nobody else. No, there was nobody else running.
I was like, I just took the one.
It was.
You know, I just fight hard for that.
Yeah.
But I got it.
Don't say Mr. Designee, so every doesn't. I'm designated. Okay, that was fine. Wanted to make sure, cause I remember like, yeah, so. I was making sure, I was like.
Whoever you want. Typically, nurse on this terms to somebody.
That's why I was like. Yeah.
You're in chair, you go on.
No.
Already wanted to.
Also. Oh, there's just 6 points.
Well, yeah, explain. I'll answer.
Maybe thematic like some.
Oh, boy.
What? Yeah, that wasn't worth talking. Plus.
No. I'll do that right now, no. I know.
Yeah. How was your process?
Yeah, I know, you got my chest.
Yeah. Like, I'm tired, I'm in here, but I am.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sick. I don't know, oxygen is really. I don't think so. I just have trouble. No.
Hey, you need me? Congratulations. Oh, thank you. Thank you so hard. Yeah, this has been a good.
Hey, how do I do that? Unauthorized roads. No, they're gonna say the same thing. I don't see anybody. I shut up. It's like people think I'm anybody. It's somewhere in the COC. No, I'm pretty sure those are. Well, I never got a group, but don't have to. I remember that. They're getting a March message. They have their, you're running around. It was better to have. Did it? Yeah, I just got. I remember there was like a giant cheese that's there. I still wear my brothers. But I probably got more trouble. I don't know. He just hates me for no reason. What'd you do? He walked up one time, I was like, when's the last time you got a haircut? I was like, a week and a half ago. Gotta get it over. And then he tried to slime out my voice over Smith too. I think he's nice about it. Oh, that's. Yeah, he's one of my best. Yeah, he's awesome. That's a lot higher. He's awesome. It wasn't the back gaze or the sale. Yes, take all back. The Bali Coyote truck, bro. Yeah. Motivation. Yeah. It's not. Hey, I got it approved by this. It's not unfortunate. I thought I saw somewhere in there. See, before about getting voter on it. I do have an FBI on Friday. Oh, it's the IG start. Hey, Chiefs. Early on. When they say Senator Law. Gold star. Oh, that one. Oh, do I really? I don't know. I don't think you get a subsequent award star. I was just messing with it. Yeah, I ordered my ring at the end of the. You're ordering your January 2nd. Dinner. Dude, I heard dinner they moved back. Now. They did. Yeah.
You'll be done. All right, everybody, find your seats. I did for a second. All right, if you were elected as a caucus leader, please find your way to the floor to be sworn in.
No. And there was a poll that opened up.
All right.
There's more space on the website.
Yeah, one of it opens.
Okay, now be sworn in. Please rise. You're able.
Please raise your right hand. I state your name, do solemnly swear.
I solemnly swear
To faithfully execute to the best of my ability.
to faithfully execute to the best of my ability
The duties and office of Seder office.
the duties and office of education
To the Texas A&M University Student Government Association.
for the Texas A&M Student Government Association
To uphold the honor of the same.
to uphold the honor of the same
at all times to protect the welfare of the student body.
At all times, to protect the welfare of the student body.
And to promote good relations between the students.
And to promote good relations between the students.
Those concerned with the university.
Those concerned with the university.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Alright, with that, we will now move into the consideration of the consent agenda. We will move into a spirit of voting on these two pieces. Done via general consent. Do I see any objections to the consent agenda? Seeing none, these pieces do pass. With that, we will now move into the second reading of the SA 7804, the Hardgrove Act. Will the author please come to the floor? All right, with that, you'll have 10 minutes beginning at howdy.
Howdy, Senate.
Howdy.
Whoa, lots of numbers.
We have line numbers for later.
Wonderful. I love that. I mean that sincerely, actually. But anyways, not a lot of changes were made to this in committee. There's a lot of different things that we changed. We decided, if you'll scroll down just a little bit. We decided apportionment would be more appropriate to do at a later time in a separate piece of legislation, which I agree with. Just because there are some things that need to be worked out with that right here. So we decided to go ahead and cut apportionment. That'll be done here in a little bit. We normally do that here in the November, October timeline. Also cut out the reapportionment stuff that I combined as well. We're just gonna leave that for now and fix it later. Sorry, it's 32 pages, y'all. Bear with me. I messed up and I said no more than. I was kind of caught on the no more than 4 stuff, kind of just rattling the brain. But no less than is the appropriate word and verbiage for that right there. Just typical things, nothing changed, just verbiage changes. Very long, I'm sorry, y'all. Nothing changed here, as you can see. Right here, caucus leaders, we decided to cut the caucus letter. They don't really get written anymore. I mean, those of you who are caucus leaders just got sworn in. You're more than welcome to do caucus letters on your own time. But having them as an appropriate means to continue to get in contact with the students is not as applicable as it is now. So we've decided to cut it just because it's not providing anything for us. If you see any formatting issues later, this act gives the Rules and Regs chair authority to fix all these formatting issues as well. So if you see numbers that don't line up, they'll be fixed. Scrolling, more scrolling. Right here, we decided to, instead of breaking up the code once again and ensuring that that's broken up, we've decided to repeal the Coles Act, the Constitutional Organization and Associated Legal Standards Act. This is the one that broke up our code into 5 separate documents where it no longer exists. So at the signature of the student body president, this will officially make sure that the code is once again an official document. Change some things that way Cole didn't already lose privileges from my mistake of years. I'm just really old, guys. And then let it be enacted 15, just some stuff about senators that were elected in 2025, 2026, being able to hold positions. And then we removed a member of the Rules and Regulations Committee who no longer is serving with us. So those are the changes. That's everything. I'm open for questions.
All right, before we go into questions and everything that's about to follow, as you can see, the line numbers, you can thank our awesome advisor, Nick. This is what he suggested. But when you guys are focusing on one part, we can just refer to the line numbers and it might be easier. Okay, but he's now open for questions. Do I see any questions? I see Chair Hurd.
Can you explain what it is?
Yes, so the Rules and Regulations Committee decided to enact this. So this part of the code, I changed the role of senators just a little bit because it was a little unclear. Originally, it said that if a senator no longer holds office in a caucus that they are in, they must resign from office. In here, I made it a little more clear that those who are in a caucus or those who are serving or a member of the college or residency in which they were elected to, essentially it would remove any senators who are not currently in that college or residency from serving in another caucus that they don't actually have authority to represent at all. This kind of, if anybody were to be caught in that loophole of, say they were in the College of Engineering and ended up representing the College of Arts and Sciences somehow,
they would still be a Senate bill.
Do I see any other questions? Senator Steele,
Madam Speaker, I have a motion.
state your motion.
Senator Steele, off campus caucus, I motion for a friendly amendment to remove the entirety of whereas 15, or let it further be enacted 15.
Is this the appropriate time for that?
They refer to my designee. Isn't it during debate?
Yeah, we do it during this.
We do it during
I
debate.
was thinking of
Hey, that's okay.
when I first made.
That's okay. Do I see any other questions for the presenter? Seeing none, we thank him for his time. Okay, we will now move into a period of debate on this piece. Reminder that this is up for second reading. We will start with debate against this piece. I see Senator Steele.
Madam Speaker, I have a motion.
State your motion.
Senator Steele, off campus caucus, I motion to remove the entirety, motion for a friendly amendment to remove the entirety of let it be enacted, let it be further enacted.
I have no objections to this motion.
It's good?
Yeah.
It's done. Okay. Hey, you'll see that reflected. Good work, guys. Look at that friendly amendment. Okay, perfect. Yes. There's gonna be so many colors on this chalkboard. What color? Just do purple line. Purple. Okay, we're now going into, we're still in the first round of debate against this piece. Do I see any debate against this piece? Seeing none, we will now move into the first round of debate for this piece. Do I see any debate for this piece? Seeing none, we will now move into the second round of debate against this piece. Do I see any debate against this piece? Seeing none, we will now move into the second round of debate for this piece. Do I see any debate for this piece? Seeing none, is the opinion of the chair that debate has become one-sided. We will now move into a period of voting on this piece, led by Pro Tem Tucker. If you are in favor of this, okay, all those in favor of this piece, please rise as you are. All those opposed? By a vote of 41-0, this piece does pass. All right, with that, we will now move into a period of new business, beginning with SB 7803, the median GPA survey bill. Will the author please come to the floor to present?
For the,
State your point.
and we have access to this in the drive, it's who are.
That's on us, yes. Hold on, brief stand at ease.
I can't believe that.
Okay, try now. There's a different one. There's a new copy of it. Good, okay, perfect. With that,
Should this be called SB 79 or 3 or 78?
78,
It's 78, okay, so it's at the top of the 70.
I think that was just a typo.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in 78 session. Okay, perfect.
Oh, that's definitely.
Now, you guys are open for a 10-minute period of presentation beginning at Howdy.
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 Senator Clark, off campus caucus.
Senator Dealey, College of Arts and Sciences.
Chair Hurd, a lot.
Basically, this is pretty simple. It's just a bill, asking the constituency affairs committee to distribute a survey to all students about whether or not they can be okay or would want using GPA on their transcript. So pretty straightforward, it's just a survey.
Yeah, and we've got some other questions on there too. Just kind of getting into the nitty gritty of what we want to see on that survey. Completely open to any ideas y'all have. Obviously, going to constituent affairs, we're gonna see what ideas they have and just kind of see what questions. We've got a couple lined out. Where did we put them down?
It's this.
Yeah, therefore, enacted too. So it's kind of seeing if they would prefer on their transcript to be a number grade or a letter grade that they're gonna see in comparison to other colleges. Also, do they want specifics into like what major and what year? Kind of seeing, you know, I'm class 2026, I'm gonna compare myself to other class of 2026 in my major, think along those lines. So as specific or as broad as we want to get it, and completely open to question ideas on that subject.
Just reinforce, and the reason that we're doing this is some conversations with the executive side, and there's a letter submitted. Why, from student body president Mallory, advocating on federal levels, whether or not we should have leading GPAs be disclosed on transcripts. That's something that we're wanting to garner interest and see what Texas A&M student body, whether students actually want this idea, or not. Do they feel indifferent, do they care, do they not care? I know that I have some mixed feedback from some of my friends, so that's why we're like, oh, we probably should do a survey, it's better to do surveys than to see a committee. So we kind of prompted it since there's that initial LR spike of interest, and then so we're trying to just make a survey for us.
Perfect. With that, the authors are now open for a 5-minute period question and answer. Do I see any questions for the presenter? I see Senator Harper.
Senator Harper, College of Education and Community Development, do y'all have any ideas on what meetings you can send this survey out to?
This is not our question, it'll go to a CA. So that, we're just here to say it's an LR priority, and then they're the positions.
Senator Steele,
Senator Steele, off Kansas Caucus, permission to briefly preface.
briefly.
I believe another avenue to conduct a survey is to have a majority vote in the Internal Affairs Committee. Has this avenue been explored yet?
I just wanted them to, not them, my committee to get legislative writing experience. We obviously don't get a lot of bills and lots of things, so might as well have those passed and went to.
Fair enough.
That's the problem with it.
Thank you very much.
Do I see any other questions for our presenters? Seeing none, we thank them for their time. That will be sent to the constituency if there's. All right, with that, we are now moving into. Oh, yes. SR 7827, the Lucas Augustine Hitters Resolution. Will the author please come to the floor? No.
Point of order.
State your point.
Caucus, skip the A and I bill.
That was removed by the Internal Affairs.
Thank you very much.
All right, you're now open for a 10-minute presentation beginning now.
Howdy, Senator Burnside, Washington Caucus. Which reads the whole thing. So whereas Silver Taps is a sacred time-honored tradition of Texas A&M University that serves as one of the final tributes the student body makes to students who have passed during the months leading up to the service. And whereas this solemn tradition was established in 1898 to commemorate the life of Lawrence Sullivan Voss and has been preserved for over a century to pay homage to those we've lost since. And whereas, as long as Texas A&M University continues to serve and educate those who walk on campus, Silver Taps will remain a pillar of the Aggie way of life. And therefore, let it be resolved. The Texas A&M University Student Senate recognizes and commends those who took the time on Tuesday, October 7th, to honor the members of our Aggie family we've lost, as well as all who have been, are, and will be involved with the preservation and regular facilitation of Silver Taps. And let it further be resolved. The Texas A&M University Student Senate is its sincerest condolences to the family and friends of Lucas Augustine Hitters, a finance major who was honored at Silver Taps held on October 7th at Academic Plaza, and let it further be resolved. The Texas A&M Student Senate remembers Lucas as a diligent worker and a role model to others. Lucas brought joy to all of those around him and made an effort to make everyone feel seen. He was intelligent, having been admitted to Mays Business School with a stellar academic record and even more impressive work ethic. Lucas was always pushing himself to be the best he could, balancing his social life, academics, and athletics. Lucas especially enjoyed playing soccer and played during his time at Temple University before transferring to Texas A&M University. Lucas's legacy of determination, kindness, and steadfastness will continue to inspire those who knew him, and let it further be resolved. The Texas A&M University Student Senate joins the rest of the Texas A&M student body in honoring the life and legacy of Lucas Augustine Hitters. For we are the Aggies and the Aggies are we. And further resolved, a copy of this resolution will be sent to the family of Lucas Hitters, Traditions Council, and the town.
With that, our presenter is now open for a 5-minute period of question and answer. Do I see any questions for the presenter? Seeing none, we thank her for her time. We'll now move into a period of debate on this piece, beginning with the first round of debate for this piece, to seeing debate for this piece. Seeing none, we will now move into the first round of debate against this piece. Do I see any debate against it? Seeing none, we will now move into the second round of debate for this piece. Do I see any debate for this piece? Seeing none, we will now move into the second round of debate against this piece. Do I see any debate against this piece? Seeing none is the opinion of the chair that debate has become one-sided. We will now we will now move into a period of voting. We will attempt this via general consent. Do I see any objections to the passing of this piece? Seeing none, this piece does pass. With that, we will now move into the consideration of SR 7828, the Isabella Lane Linderman resolution. Will the author please come to the floor?
Jalen Richards, College of Arts and Sciences. Whereas Silver Taps is a sacred time-honored tradition of Texas A&M University that serves as one final tribute the student body makes to students who have passed during the months leading up to the service. And whereas the solemn tradition was established in 1898 to commemorate the life of Lawrence Sullivan Ross and has been preserved for over a century to pay homage to those we have lost since. And whereas, as long as Texas A&M University continues to serve and educate those who walk the campus, Silver Taps will remain a pillar of the Aggie Way project. Therefore, let it be resolved, the Texas A&M University Senate recognizes and commends those who took the time on Tuesday, October 7th, to honor the members of our Aggie family we have lost, as well as all who have been, are, and will be involved with the preservation and regular facilitation of Silver Taps. And let it further be resolved, the Texas A&M University Student Senate with the sincerest condolences to the families and friends of Isabella Elaine England, an incoming freshman planning to major in philosophy, was honored at Silver Taps held on October 7th at Academic Club. And let it further be resolved, the Texas A&M University Student Senate remembers Isabella as a determined student, a loving daughter and sister, and a person of immense intelligence and kindness. In the classroom, Isabella was a distinguished student who loved science. Beyond academics, Isabella showed her kindness and care for others, no matter the time or place, whether it was helping her friends with their schoolwork or supporting her fellow teammates in dance. Isabella was a constant encouragement to those around her. Driven by her love for others and fascination with science, Isabella decided to pursue a career as a doctor. Her legacy of love, joy, compassion, and service to others will continue to inspire those who meet her. And let it further be resolved, the Texas A&M University Student Senate joins the rest of the Texas A&M student body in honoring the life and legacy of Isabella Elaine Ingram. For we are the Aggies, and the Aggies are we. And let it be further resolved, a copy of this resolution be sent to the family of Isabella, the Traditions Council, and the time.
With that, our presenter is now open for a 5-minute period of question and answer. Do I see any questions for the presenter? Seeing none, we thank him for us. With that, we will now move into a period of debate on this piece, beginning with the first round of debate for this piece. Do I see any debate for this piece? Seeing none, we will now move into the first round of debate against this piece. Do I see any debate against this piece? Seeing none, we will now move into the second round of debate for this piece. Do I see any debate for this piece? Seeing none, we will now move into the second round of debate against this piece. Do I see any debate against this piece? Seeing none is the opinion of the chair that debate has become one-sided. We will now move into a period of voting on this piece. We will attempt to this via general consent. Do I see any objection to the passing of SR 7828, the Isabella Elaine Ungerman resolution? Seeing none, this piece does pass. With that, we will now move into a period of open session. The floor is now open for motions. Do I see any motions? I see Senator Steele.
Senator Steele, off campus caucus, I motion to close open session.
Second.
Seeing that a motion has been made and seconded, it is debatable and amendable and will require a majority vote. We will now move into a period of debate on this motion, beginning with the first round debate for this motion. Do I see any debate for this motion? Being none, we will now move into the first round debate against this motion. Do I see any debate against this motion? Seeing none, we will now move into the second round of debate for this motion. Do I see any debate for this motion? Seeing none, we will now move into the second round of debate against this motion. Do I see any debate against this motion? Seeing none is the opinion of the chair that debate has become one-sided. We will now move into a period of voting on this motion. We will attempt to do this via general consent. Do I see any objections to the motion? Seeing none, this motion does pass. With that, we will now move into a period of committee reports, beginning with our Speaker Pro Tem. Do I see any questions for Pro Tem Tucker? Seeing none, we thank her for her time. We'll now move into a period of questions for our rules and regulations. Chair, do I see any questions for Chair Horton? Seeing none, we will now move into the student services. Chair, do I see any questions for Chair Chu? I see Chair Teets.
Chair Teets, TNC, Chair Chu, do you have any updates for us?
Yes, I do. So as I said at the beginning of this session, whenever I was elected into this position, that one of my main goals was to get parking for pregnant women on campus to be permanent. However, meeting with the Title IX office, we've come to the conclusion that is not possible due to the Title IX itself, like the law in Texas and in the federal law doesn't allow for certain things to be given to certain groups. So although that's no longer a thing, we're also exploring another option that the Title IX office had mentioned, an idea about co-op, what is it called? You know, I talked about this last week. What are they called? Daycares, co-op daycares.
There we go.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in working on that with me, let me know, and I can give you some more information because it's gonna be really interesting. Thank you for the question.
Do I see any other questions for Chair Chu? I see Senator Wells.
Senator Wells, did you, just like curiosity and clarification. How is that different than like a lactation? That is.
So a lactation room is where a parenting woman can go and be, you know what I mean. But it's not somewhere where you can like drop your kid off while you go to class. It's basically a daycare, like a co-op daycare is where.
Oh, this is sorry. Permission to cut for.
Briefly.
I meant comparison to the parking spots and not the co-op daycare. Like, why
Okay, I see what you're saying. Honestly, I don't have the answer to that question, so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do I see any other questions? I see Senator Steele.
Senator Steele, off campus caucus, is the movement for the co-op daycare, that be a student government-led initiative or a university administration led?
It would probably be a little bit of both. We would probably start with the idea, but considering the fact that the student government doesn't have enough money to start up a co-op and also continuously fund it, it would probably be something more for the university.
Permission to back and forth.
Briefly.
I know that there are certain student organizations. First one that comes to mind is Pro-Life Aggies that help with babysitting. Do we have any plans to work with these and other organizations in this goal?
Yes, eventually I'm working with my committee on specifically with Senator Alvarez and exploring options that way. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks, we'll have some more information ideas.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the question.
Senator Hargrove.
Senator Public Education and Community Development, on the area of co-op daycare, do y'all plan to work with Becky Gates Children's Center here on campus to potentially provide extra services?
Maybe I don't know exactly why the Title IX office
Miss Jennifer from the time, I was specifically said to explore a co-op idea, considering the fact that there's already that in place. I think the reason for the co-op is that it would be free. So that's like this stipulation is that in contrast to where you have to pay for this daycare service. Parents would alternate days into going and taking care of the other kids, while also having 2 permanent staff members for that specific section, so. Yeah,
Do I see any other questions for the chair? Seeing none, we thank him for his time. Now, to our finance chair, do I see any questions for the chair right? Seeing none, we will now move into the community relations chair. Do I see any questions for Chair Williams? I see Senator Hargrove.
Senator Hargrove, College of Education, how does the tower feel? Is it wonderful?
I actually miss being over there. I actually miss facing Allison and not her like being able to see if I'm on my phone or not.
Chair Hurt.
Chair LR, can you talk about just about the upcoming meeting?
Yes, so October 23rd is next Thursday. It is the public hearing. It is where we get to basically see how the residents feel about it. They get to voice their opinion in front of everybody. It's where we get to voice our opinion in front of everybody. So I need every single one of y'all to be there. The Community Relations Committee will not be meeting next week. For our meeting will be the public hearing. So here in my committee, please make a mental note of that. We'll write it down. But we're super excited, especially because Ansley and I will be meeting with the city manager and his staff tomorrow again to kind of talk about the survey that Ansley and exec just ran. She just sent me the results, actually. I'd have to pull them up in a little bit, but my computer's about to die. But we're excited tomorrow to get to speak to them before we speak to them again at public hearing on next Thursday. But thank you for your question. Yes, sir.
Senator Collins,
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Lowry Bay School of Business, what time is that public hearing?
6 o'clock. I'm sorry. I should have said that. That's my fault.
And then follow up,
Sir?
follow up.
Granted.
Thank you. Do you know what time it's roughly gonna end?
I can't answer that. It depends on how vocal the community is gonna be. Depends on how vocal we are gonna be. So I don't know for sure. Thank you though.
Do I see any other questions for the chair? Seeing none, we thank him for his time. Chair, do I see any questions for Chair Hurd? I see Senator Clark.
Senator Clark, off campus caucus, can you give us an update on what's going on in LR?
Yeah, so we'll move this to the PDG bill. But I guess for now, exploring avenues for a program in the spring for citizenship and civil engagement. So if you're interested in trying to like host a program, hop onto our committee. So that's something that we're interested in. We're looking at digital funding for that. It's very exciting. On top of that, Calvin is doing a lot of great work trying to get some guest speakers about lobbying, the professionals, and the service. So if you're interested in any of those, I'll make sure to know.
Any other questions for the chair? Seeing none, we thank him for his time. But now let's take the consistency affairs chair. Do I see any questions for Chair Patel? Seeing none, we will now move to the traditions and cultures chair. Do I see any questions for Chair Teets? I see Chair 2.
Chair, Student Services, can you please provide us with any updates?
Absolutely. So the Traditions and Culture Committee, like our awesome advisor Nick told me today, is hopping on a moving train and we're doing a great job. Just a couple of updates. We made our calendar and our goals, and this semester specifically, we're going to be focusing on increasing engagement for the bonfire remembrance ceremony coming up in November. I already have a meeting set up with the VP of Traditions Enrichment to get the ball rolling on that. I also have meetings set up with our other 2 exec counterparts, VP of Wellbeing and the Representation Commission, pardon me. I'm also attending the student leader meeting tomorrow night in this very room that was mentioned earlier. That's being hosted by the Representation Commission. And I wanted to give a committee shout out to Senator Burnside. This was, she passed her first piece of legislation tonight, and her diligence and hard work and attention to detail in writing that legislation was very impressive. I would also like to give a committee collaboration shout out to the Maze Caucus, because the entire Maze Caucus rallied around the Silver Taps resolution for a student that was in the Maze School of Business. I think that's very special to have the people that represent your child be sponsoring legislation that you receive. So that's all of my update.
Senator Pezick?
Senator Vesic, all of this caucus, have you reached out to Oliver Wolf or the Bonfire Remembrance Chair Christian Council? After I communicate with the VP exec side, that's on my list, and I appreciate your question.
Perfect. Any other questions? Senator Becker?
Senator Becker, off-campus caucus, how's your day going? It's going well. I have an exam to study for, and I appreciate your question. Thank you for asking.
All right, any other questions for the chair? Seeing none, we thank her for her time. With that, we'll move to our Executive Director of Operations. Do I see any questions for Leo Troy? Seeing none, with that, we'll now move into a period of executive reports, beginning with SVP Mallory. We're now open for a period of presentations beginning at House.
Alright, howdy. Howdy. Alright, I appreciate the quick sentence, it's greatly appreciated. We got a lot of stuff going on in Polis tonight, so make sure you say hi to a bunch of the freshmen that are out there right now, different works that are going on. Just hang out and talk, get to know a few people while you're leaving. Really the thing that I want to address the most is discussion about the presidential search committee. I know everybody got thoughts on that. All of us here are supremely invested in the university and want to know what's going on, want to have input. I would love to hear y'all's input and know what y'all want to see in the next president for this university. But unfortunately, I'm incapable of receiving input from every single one of you individually. So if you could funnel that through your speaker, that would be greatly appreciated as well. That's about all I've got outside of just getting initiatives rolling back again after all the university things that have happened over the past month. So I appreciate y'all.
All right, with that, it's now open for a period of questions. Do I see any questions for SVP Mallory? I see Chair Hurt.
Sure, is there anything that you're wanting to use for this?
On the meeting grid, I think the understanding and trying to get a better read on the understanding of students on the value of an undergraduate degree in the nation, but also in the state of Texas, because this is something that's going to be pushed through the next legislative session in the state. There's been attempts previously, it's going to be brought up again. So yeah, just an understanding of where we're at in terms of the value of an undergraduate degree. If they feel like they're able to get a job immediately out of undergrad, based on their grades, or employers are in that field specifically looking at transcripts, because most don't. So it's not a radical change to those that are going into more like soft skill kind of fields, but for those that are looking at more like technical aspects of the applicants, I think if they are a positive support for that applicant, they're most likely going to do with that.
Any other questions for the SVP? Seeing none, we thank him for his time. All right, we have an associate justice from the J Court. Do you have any updates for us?
No updates.
Perfect. With that, I will yield my chairship to Pro Tem Tucker. I wrote notes. Speaker is now open for a period of presentation. All right, howdy Senate.
Howdy.
Thanks for repeating, that was a nice surprise. Okay, we have a few things going on upcoming really soon. If you want to be on the speaker working group, I'm still accepting any interest forms, so you guys can go ahead and do that. I have a good group so far, but I would like for it to be a little bit bigger. So if you want to go ahead and do that, maybe submit that by tomorrow and you'll be included on that group. We also have build coming up. I need to fill 20 spots in order for us to go and support and like show our support. So please sign up for that. It's next Wednesday. I think it's at 5 to 6 p.m. I think, don't quote me on that. But please sign up. I think it'll be an awesome way for us to support other SGA committees. We're gonna try to do that with a bunch. So please be there. And then finally, fish aids. Right now, Chair Patel and EO Troy are outside talking to fish aids about how awesome Senate is. So if you guys pass by them, maybe say hi. I don't know, look friendly, say hi. And then finally, a big shout out to our ops committee. I'm really excited that we have one. I think that they're gonna do some awesome work. I'm really excited about it. So please get their phone numbers, talk to them, meet them, make them feel included in something because they're really important. That's all I have.
Speaker is now open for a period of question and answer. I see Senator Hargrove.
College of Education, do you know whose birthday it is?
I don't know.
Permission to back and forth.
A brief.
It's the Senate's birthday.
Oh,
October 13th, 1947 is when we were born.
that's awesome.
Senator Adamick, off-campus caucus, where are the details for signing up, Bill?
It's all in every email.
Okay, cool, sorry.
It's really email things. I think I have it happens.
Do I see any further questions? Seeing none, please thank her for her time and I yield to stand back.
Alright, with that, we will now move into a period of closing roll call led by Pro Tem Tucker.
When I call your name, please say howdy. SVP Mallory. Chief Justice Rayfield.
Howdy.
Speaker Justino. Howdy. Chair Horton. Chair Wright. Chair Kim. Chair Clay Williams.
Howdy.
Chair Shu.
Howdy.
Chair Purcell. Chair Hurd. Chair Teeth. Howdy. Senator Vaughn. Howdy. Senator Emilio Faria. Senator Owen. Senator Smith. Senator Allen. Howdy. Senator Jackson. Howdy. Senator Royal. Senator Adway. Howdy. Senator Healy.
Howdy.
Senator Richards.
Howdy.
Senator Schmidt. Senator Austin Williams. Senator Yost.
Howdy.
Senator Joe Collins.
Howdy.
Senator Chesler. Senator Babanco. Senator Lammons. Howdy. Senator Smith.
Howdy.
Senator Westlake. Senator Ben Williams. Senator Long. Senator Brim.
Howdy.
Senator Alvarez. Senator Burnside. Howdy. Senator Hughes. Howdy. Senator Crockton. Senator Willis. Senator Von Wupperfeld. Senator Batten. Howdy. Senator Adamick.
Howdy.
Senator Barber. Senator Becker. Howdy. Senator Brown.
Howdy.
Senator Clark. Howdy. Senator Fleener. Senator Flores. Senator Garcia. Howdy. Senator Glazer. Senator Glover. Senator Hall. Senator Hicks. Senator Honey. Senator Kaiser. Senator Murray. Howdy. Senator Pesic. Howdy. Senator Pogue. Howdy. Senator Sanders. Senator Hargrove.
Howdy.
Senator Maynard. Howdy. Senator Roberts. Senator Nathan Williams. Senator Bissoni.
Howdy.
Senator Bradley.
Howdy.
Senator Cho. Senator Dow.
Howdy.
Senator Medvedev. Senator Shuck.
Howdy.
Senator Wells.
Howdy.
Senator Wu.
Howdy.
Senator Sanchez. Senator Sloan. Senator Steele.
Howdy.
Senator Stites. Senator Vanderheiden. Senator Wilkins. Senator Schwartner. Howdy. Senator Knott.
Howdy.
Senator Lambert.
Howdy.
Senator Abel. Abel.
Howdy, sorry.
Senator Masters.
Howdy.
Thank you all for being here. You're awesome. With that, this meeting is adjourned.
Okay, before y'all leave, are there any senators who are getting their ring this weekend?
Me.
I'm so proud of y'all. Please send pictures to the Senate.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go, baby. Yeah. I was good about it. What?
I, oh yeah, I scheduled it.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, good job.
You
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. One more guys. I followed that.
Most of all.
Yeah. He's not letting a lot of here.
I should go.
We're all right for you. Yeah. We're about to take off. Let us speaking engagement. I'll just please speak to Senate about bonfires. Okay.